So this is the one where the support band destroyed all my gear. This happened this weekend. Disclaimer, I don't know who did it yet. I'm going to have to get CCTV and find out. Could have been a sound tech, who knows. So where do I start? Basically, I was thinking, when I go to a gig now, I'm going to give you a story. It's fun for you to see backstage, fun to hear stories. I've seen people have heart attacks, strokes on stage, people getting all their stuff stolen, women, people drinking urine, people pooing in pint glasses. I've seen it all. So I was going to give you another story, and then this happened this weekend, and I'm absolutely fuming. So, I was in Galashiels on Thursday, Edinburgh Friday, Kilross, and then Glasgow Saturday. I love Scotland, I love the people, I love the country, I love all the trees, the nature, I love the promoter, the crowd's always great down there. I got really good memories of playing down there. I love it, okay? And before we go into this, I'm a full-timer at the minute. So I pay my bills with gig money, I eat with gig money, I feed my dog with gig money, I treat my girlfriend with gig money, yeah? There's no fuck all music with CDs anymore, no money streaming, radio money, non-existent, gigs, right? So my tools are very, 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 very important. We've got about 40 odd gigs left in the year, okay? So, get to Glasgow, got to be there for 4 o'clock, I'm there about 5 past. The band arrives as I'm there, but driving in Glasgow is a nightmare, the loading's a nightmare. So me and my girlfriend and some other guy pick up everyone's stuff up 8 flights of stairs, get it in the venue. As soon as I get in, they're stressed out. We're the headline band. They need the drummer to start sound checking because no one else, the other bands can't set up until we're set up because all the gear goes in front of ours. I'm sure you already know that. So I set up my stuff. And I'm the same every time, right? I've got a little system. I've got an emergency bag with wires in case my wireless breaks, spare batteries for pedals, spare batteries for wireless, soldering irons, fucking ply. I've got everything in this bag, right? And I lay things out in a certain way so that if something goes wrong, calmly walk over and in 5-10 seconds diagnose a problem, walk away, right? I've got a system. So I get myself set up, eventually get sound check done, everyone's happy. Support band come on to do whatever they're doing. Now, due to the nature of the band that I'm in, it's not good for people to see us before the gig, so I fuck off into Glasgow with my girlfriend before the show. Come back about an hour and a half later, go to the backstage area, and my guitar's there, and I'm thinking, someone's moved my fucking guitar. Why? Why have they moved my fucking guitar? So I pick it up, and I look at it, and the E-string's like bent round behind the fret. You know, if you ever put a guitar on a bed and sometimes you've got a cheap guitar, the E-string can go around behind the fret. And I'm thinking, that's never ever happened. How the fuck has that happened? I'm looking at the guitar, toggle switch just snapped off. This is the brand new guitar, yeah, that I just made, the smoking guitar. Toggle switch snapped off, which is unfixable. You can't screw it back in, you can't do anything, needs a new toggle switch. Flip the guitar over, my 170 quid custom smoking machine, all the batteries are gone. I replaced the batteries, oh, and look at that, magically, it's not working. So my guitar's fucked. Neil, my mate, the bass player, big Kiss fan, comes up to me and he goes, someone handed me your guitar and said, you better tune this because it's just had a fall or whatever. And I'm fuming now, I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on? So the support band are playing in front of 10 people, and I'm on the side of the stage fucking screaming and going livid while they're playing, because I'm looking at my amp, the antenna for my fucking in-ear monitors is bent the wrong fucking way, right? I'm thinking someone's touched it, it was falling off. I don't know what's going on in my mind. I don't know, I'm just blank now. Everything that was on my amp is gone, right? And I'm thinking, what the fuck? All my shit's just fucking gone. One of my guitars is missing, it's been put somewhere, whatever. And I'm thinking, well, there's just no reason for them to be anywhere near my gear or whatever. And it's obvious someone's knocked over my entire rig, guitars, fucking everything. And I haven't even got them out of the van yet, but there's damage. So, support band fucks off. And at this point, we go on stage. It's about 200 people, maybe 250 in there. And I go to my amp. First time I could go to my amp. None of the wires are plugged in. Pedals are all over the floor. They're like, some of them are in bits. There's a broken bit of antenna on the floor. So someone's like knocked over my entire rig, fucking broken it, and left it on the fucking floor. Right? These are grown men. I'm the youngest one in both bands by a million fucking miles. These are grown men. They've knocked all my shit over and just fucking left it. Just left it there, right? So all my batteries are gone, all my picks are gone, none of my stuff's even plugged in. Crowds are already screaming, they're ready to hear some fucking music, whatever, and none of my shit is just all fucking smashed. This is fucking Saturday. I've only just got back. Start to play the first song, guitar's wildly out of tune, so I never ever do this. Middle of the song, go to my fucking pedal whatever, tune it again, come back, still out of tune, go tune it again. Neck damage. Both guitars, neck damage. Impossible to tune the fuckers. Somehow I managed to make it through most of the way. Guitar solo sounded terrible and the smoker was obviously fucked. And then towards the end, there's like a signal issue, right? The signal's like full and then it's thin, whatever. So there's a couple of things that could be. Right, so this is a lesson in professional music. Right, so it's first thing you think of, okay, wireless batteries. But I know they're brand new, they're rechargeable, they're fine. Next thing is loose connection somewhere, cheap wire. I make my own wires, the patch cables, so they're fine. Last thing is, basically, what I'm assuming is, when my amp's been knocked over, the fucking jack's plugged in and it's like an L shape. It's gone in and it's fucking bent like that. And I need a new fucking impact jack on my amp. Hopefully that's it, and they haven't damaged the fucking internal hardware of the amp. But basically, some wonderful person managed to damage everything I own. I'm trying not to get fucking upset now. Managed to damage everything I fucking own, and then just leave it on the floor. Because that's what adults do in 2023. So that's, and I don't know, it could have been a sound guy. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my band. Give them a chance, to be honest. And then I'm going to message the other band, give them a chance to be honest, and then I'm going to go for the CCTV. And it's not about the money, it's I just can't believe they just fucking left it all over the floor. There's a broken fucking antenna in my bag. Just left it on the floor. And I don't really have any enemies. I'm just known as like a shred lord, and I'm not like sociable or anything. Like as soon as the gig's over, I just fucking fuck off and disappear. I'm invisible. So there's just I just don't get it. But that's the time the support band destroyed my rig.